When's the last time you tried something that truly impacted your life for the better? I want you to think about that for a second while I tell you this really quick story. Scrolling through Instagram a couple weeks ago, I came across this video and I've literally thought about it every single day since. I write about it in my journal every morning and I want to share it with you because it kind of embodies everything I'm about to talk about. If I were to give you $10 million right now, how would you feel? Probably pretty excited, pretty fired up. You can quit your job, do whatever you want. Now let's say I up that to 10 billion. That's a substantial amount of money, which is great. But if you take the money, you're not allowed to wake up tomorrow morning. Are you gonna take the money? I would sure hope not. Point being that the simple act of waking up tomorrow is priceless. There's no amount of money I would take over having the opportunity to just wake up and live another day. And that's where learning how to master your morning comes into play because it's so important and can set up the rest of the day for success. And successful days over time build to successful weeks, into months, into years, and into a lifetime. Now, the reason I asked you that question at the beginning of the video is if you're looking for something that's gonna kick your ass into gear, get you going, get you uncomfortable, get you making progress in life, building up your discipline, your willpower, this is one of those things that you can do. And no, it's not easy. No, it's not comfortable. It's not supposed to be. It's difficult. It takes you wanting to improve yourself every single day to do it, but it works. You have to start your day with wins in order to have a successful rest of the day. Let's get into the video. Step number 1, get up at 5. I would recommend getting up just a few minutes earlier. That way by the time 5 a.m. hits, you're dressed and you're ready to go into step 2. One of my biggest tips for you guys, if you're just starting out, and even if you've been doing this a long time, I still do this and it helps tremendously, is get some automatic lights. Get a Philips Hue bulb, put it in the lamps that are in your bedroom, and have them start lighting up a few minutes before your alarm. That way when your alarm goes off, your room is already brightened up. Our circadian rhythms work with the rising and the falling of the sun. So if you can emulate this in your bedroom and have some lights come on when your alarm goes off, it's gonna naturally make you a little more awake and it's just gonna help you want to get out of bed versus waking up in a pitch black room when you're first starting out. And even when you've done this a long time, it's hard. It never gets easier. Your first instinct is always gonna be to sleep, to stay comfortable, to rest a little more that day. Trust me, this is gonna be one of those things that's just gonna help you push and get out of bed a little bit quicker each day. My second big tip for you guys is if you're somebody who scrolls on their phone in bed a lot, especially in the mornings, put it in another room. Because if you roll over and you're about to get up and then you're like, let me just check the time, and then you see a notification and then you check it and then you reply to it, then you check Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and start scrolling, it is gonna kill you. You need to just get into the habit of waking up, opening your eyes and not thinking and just springing out of bed. Step number 2 is to sweat. My tip to you guys in this portion is just to have everything ready the night before. Because if you wake up at 5 and you're tired and you're out of it and you're sleepy and you don't really feel like going to the gym, and then you have to dig around for your gym clothes, you can't find those pants, you don't know where your shoes are, your socks are dirty, it's gonna take away time from you just getting it done. So have all the clothes ready, throw them on, brush your teeth. I have some water, I take my prebiotics, probiotics, and I'm out the door right to the gym before I do anything else. Now what we're trying to do here is continue to win. So when you wake up and you jump out of bed and you don't give in to the temptation of 1, laying in bed, 2, checking your phone, or 3, just canceling, going back to sleep, that's a mental victory. Number 2, you're heading out to the gym and you're starting to get a sweat on before most people have even woken up. That's another mental victory. You're on the trajectory to get things done, have discipline, and just have a positive winning mentality for the rest of your day by getting the hard stuff done very early on. And the timeline for this is gonna be different for everybody, right? If you wanna wake up and work out for 20 minutes, or even just go for a light jog for 10 and walk for 10, whatever it is that's just gonna get your body moving, you sweating, you doing some type of physical activity is fine. For myself, it's about an hour. So from about 5:15 till 6:15 to 6:30, I'm working out, I'm sweating, I'm pushing in the gym. If you're not somebody who wants to work out for that long or can work out for that long, do 20 minutes, do 30 minutes, whatever you can make work to get this step done, because it is one of the most important parts in order to build energy up for yourself that'll carry on into the rest of your morning. Step number 3, right when I get back from the gym, I make myself a coffee and I sit there and I journal. You can also meditate, anything that's gonna put your brain into a relaxed mode of just getting thoughts out there, clearing your head. So play around with this a bit and have fun with it. And if you've never journaled before, don't overthink it. I've been journaling for about 3 years, and some days I write a full page and some days I write 2 or 3 lines and that's it. One of the things I really like to do when it comes to journaling is every day I write about a $10 billion day, priceless day. You know what I mean? Just waking up and being grateful that I could go out there and move my body, sweat, work my muscles, have physical strength, be able to see and hear and feel, and just everything that I get to do every day that if I were to lose that tomorrow would be a huge deal and would change my life forever. So if you're just starting out with journaling, write about whatever comes to your head. Don't feel like you have to write a page, but if you're struggling with writing anything, just think about gratitude, the simple things. Wow, I got to wake up and I have a nice warm bed. I have a nice coffee that I'm sipping. Just the little things that, are underlooked that you get to do every day that make your days what they are. Step number 4 is to read or take some time to learn. For myself, I like to read books about business, mental health, physical health, mentality in general, but don't feel like you have to be reading books about topics you're not interested in. If you wanna read books about dragons or fairy tales, do it. Get your brain in that mode of being able to focus on a book and start digesting the information. It's just a good process for your brain. It's good for your brain health, it's good for your memory, and it's great for your focus. For myself, like I said, the reason I like to do it is I like to be learning something new. There's a lot of books that tie in wisdom with a nice story. I'll put a list of a few of my favorite books below if you guys want to check them out. Some of my favorites that I've read over the last few years. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, I hate reading, I can't read, I'm not into it. Trust me, I hated reading. I was never good at school. I had to struggle very hard just to get C's. And if I can find benefit from reading and I can fall in love with it, trust me, again, give it a chance. Find some topics that you're into, find some books, do some research on who's a good author, what topics you want to cover, and just spend some time reading at least 10 pages a day to start, then boost up to 15, 20. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is such a cool thing to get back into. A lot of my friends and people that I talk to got into reading in their late 20s, mid 20s, and it's something that they have fallen so deeply in love with, whereas when they were kids and teenagers, hated it, never touched a book. I've personally never even completed a full book up until I was 24, 25, which is crazy to think about. I would just spark notes it and cheat my way through all the book reading exams. Try this out, think about what you'd like to learn about, what you think is interesting, what intrigues you, and just spend time reading 10 pages to start. And step number 5, this one I'm sure you've heard of many times, cold water therapy. Now, I don't have a cold plunge. As you can see, I live in a little loft and there's definitely no room for a cold plunge. However, what everybody should have is a shower. Now, I don't expect you to sit there and freeze your ass off for your whole shower in the morning. That's not what I do. Personally, I have my shower. It's nice and warm for 80% of it. I enjoy it. I'm comfortable. I'm relaxed. I'm thinking about my day ahead. But my trick for you guys here is for the last 10 seconds and then build up to 20, 30, 40, 50, push to a minute if you can, is just bring it from warm to lukewarm, from lukewarm to room temperature. From room temperature, bring it to cool, then to cold, and then to the coldest setting possible, and just see how long you can last. At first, it's gonna shock your body and you're gonna pant for some air and go crazy and your brain's gonna be telling you to get out. But the whole point here is, again, mental wins. You need to be able to push through that, and your brain will start to understand the pain, and you'll be able to sit there longer and longer and just breathe normally and peacefully and calm your brain down. Now, there's a lot of benefits to cold water therapy. If you guys are interested, I would check out the Huberman Lab podcast. Andrew Huberman, he does a lot of stuff regarding cold water therapy, whether it's a cold plunge or just cold showers for multiple days a week. And again, short timings, right? 30 seconds here and there builds up over a week, but it is good for your body, and most importantly, it's good for your brain. Now, the reason I love to do this is because if you look through our morning so far, we've had multiple mental victories. And at first, you're gonna feel a little bit tired, especially after you've woken up early, you're not used to it, you're throwing your body out of whack, you've now worked out, and if you're not somebody who typically works out, you're probably gonna feel tired. And if you typically eat before you work out and you do this fasted like I do, you're probably gonna feel even more tired. And then you go and you have a warm shower, you've been up for 3 or 4 hours already. Most people are just starting to start their day and get up out of bed. The thing that I love about the cold water hitting you is after all that, you've kind of had a chill moment when you're journaling, meditating, reading, nice and relaxed. It's quiet, it's peaceful. Your body's in a nice chill state. Then you go in a warm shower, still chill, still feeling good. But now you're about to start the rest of your day. So having this water hit your body and pushing through it and knowing that you can mentally beat the battle of your senses and your body telling you to get out, and you can control your head and just know, I'm gonna be okay. I've done this before. Once you get out, you have a crazy boost of energy. If you guys do some research on your own, you will learn that one of the biggest benefits of cold water therapy is just the energy boost that you can get from indulging in a cold plunge or cold shower or whatever it is you end up doing. It is insane. The second you get out of that shower, you're gonna feel invincible for a bit, but you're gonna notice that energy can push into the day. Because again, that's another mental victory. And now the rest of your day, when you've already done all these difficult tasks, again, before most people have even gotten up out of bed, you're gonna, one, feel like a champion. Two, your discipline's gonna be through the roof. Your willpower to wanna get things done is gonna be huge. Your mental health is gonna improve over time, and your physical health is gonna be improving. You're just gonna feel better about yourself in every facet. And that's all I got for you guys. Let me know, what is your morning routine? What are you guys doing that I'm not? I would love to try it. Let me know if you're gonna try any of this stuff out. And honestly, my only goal for this video is if I get one guy to comment and say, hey man, I tried this for the last month or 2 months and I've seen this change or that change, or I felt better mentally or whatever it is. I just hope one of you will be able to take this information, really digest it, and just try something new. Because if you feel like you've been in a slump and you haven't been getting the results you want, whether it's with yourself physically, relationships, your job, if you need something that's kind of gonna push you into the right direction, start building up that discipline, start building up your mental power, this is one of those things that will change your life. And no, it's not easy. It's hard. Most people don't do it because it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? And that's kind of the whole point of this video, is to get uncomfortable, try something new, and kick your ass into gear with something like a nice morning routine to bring back into that $1 billion morning, right? It's all about time. How lucky are we that we get to wake up tomorrow? Some people are gonna fall asleep tonight, the night you're watching this video, and not wake up. So wake your ass up, enjoy your morning, make the most of it, and start creating a better life for yourself, a better life for your mind, your body, and push yourself to be the best. And make it your own, like I said. If you can only do 20 minutes by watching a YouTube video in your living room and do a quick HIIT workout, that's fine. Just get your body working and get sweating. If you can only read for 4 pages a day, that's fine. The next day do 5. Point is, just start getting your body uncomfortable, trying these new things. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts are and how it works a few months from now. If you have any suggestions for me to try things, I would love to hear it. Drop it below. Let me know what you're doing and the benefits that you've seen from doing them. If you guys have any questions, message me on Instagram, drop a comment below. I always like responding to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.